What's up, guys? So, with episode 5 coming in just 6 days, think about that. We're just gonna go over some last minute stuff of what you should do first. I know that's a pretty weird question, but we'll go over that real quick. So, let's get stuck in. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the little intro there, the little beginning part. I'm actually really liking this class. It's very different. I still trying to get really used to it, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, again, like I said at the beginning, 6 days per this video until episode 5 release. So, you may be wondering, what the heck do I do first? Well, that's actually a really good question. So, the first thing that probably people are going to do is going to jump right to hero, which is totally understandable. But for people who are going to keep with their standard classes, that's perfectly fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with hero, and there's nothing wrong with the standard classes. But if your intent is to jump first into hero, hold off just a little bit. So now, some of the information about the quest we don't know. Like, for hero unlocking, will it all be unlocked, or will it be like JP where you have to unlock them? Personally, I would like for them to be just straight locked and you have to unlock them. I mean, this would stop people from just really just going from 1 to 90 and like ASAP. Just let them learn their class, especially the hero class aptitude test number 3 and number 4 is a perfect example of, having people use all 3 of the hero weapons, which, I just really recommend use the 3 weapons anyway. So of course, if you're not gonna jump right into hero, but you're gonna jump right into story, that's good too, because that's another good way to get your dark blast. I was doing a little reading on that, and if you do certain quests, certain emergency quests and stuff like that, they'll just unlock. But it's not clear that we'll get like the required emergency quest. I don't remember which it was. I read it a while back. But if you just do your story, you'll just natively unlock them. And the first one is not too far off in the story. And you'll get Elder as your first blast. But you don't have to rush this stuff. I will just take as much time as you can during this, because the one thing you don't want to do is get burned out. So another thing will be story, and I would definitely do story first, because with the story you get access to the free field if it's not already unlocked, and then you get stuff like doing things for Buster Quest, which I'd really recommend you getting into. It's pretty good for leveling, so if you need to get some levels up, it's a really good thing to do. But do story and your sub story. I kept the story stuff kind of hidden, so I wouldn't spoil anything anymore. So all the sub stuff, it gives you nice little rewards. It may be different and everything like that, but just please make sure you do just some story, because episode 5 is actually probably my favorite. It may be a jaded comment, because a lot of people didn't like 5 because of its setting, but I personally liked it, and it's really fun for me. So another thing to do is to check out the vendors. Now, a lot of the vendors are going to get updated. Hopefully the one vendor that everyone wants updated the most, which will be this shop, not you, this shop, that everyone's been getting all these stones and stuff and has no use for them. I myself have a lot of these stones and have no use for them, because there's literally no use for them right now. So hopefully they add the shops for everything we've been getting from Ultimate Quest and all these other exchanges that JP has. I just think it's really annoying that we don't have like the Ares set weapons, but for reasons we don't have it, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure people in comments will say this or say that. I personally, maybe it's just the way NA is doing PSO2 versus JP, blah blah blah. But it would be nice if these exchanges would be in the game, so we'd have use for just some of the stuff or more of the stuff we're getting, like these, like all these types of other stuff that though they have no use for JP right now since they're O type weapons, they could put something there in its stead. So that's one thing I hope that they just really fill the shop up, because from what I understand, it's just the other shops right now, which is the caps and then the other bad shops, and just it's not enough for the items we've been collecting. So at least make some use. I mean, I know the weapons are not going to be the best anymore because of what we'll be getting in episode 5, which I will show just in a second. But just look at the shops and see all the new and expanded inventory and stuff, especially Z, because his shop definitely gets expanded quite a bit. It's not known if we get all this like in one go. We may get the stuff in maintenance kind of loops that we've been doing since episode 4. We'll get an emergency quest there, episode expansion here, and stuff like that. But it's just the same, getting like the Atlas set weapons and stuff like that. It's just another type of weapons that we can really expect to get from doing episode 5. There's just so much stuff in episode 5 that's gonna really make people who are complaining about having nothing to do. And in all honesty, if you've never played JP but you've played NA, you have no reason to complain. Zero. Like, be thankful that you're getting the content this fast, even though it's older content. You didn't have to deal with the level 70 level caps back in the day, or the 75, and etc, and being 75 for well over a year or so. So if you find yourself burned out already of the game, you've probably either never done all the stuff, or you just do the same things over and over again, and then that's it. You're gonna start yelling at Sega because you don't have anything to do, but there's plenty to do. So don't come out on Sega, come out on yourself for running out of stuff to do. So a lot of people are saying they already have the items ready to go to get, their Atlas weapons and stuff, which I find BS, because you need the Time Reversal Stone and the Val weapon. So if you've got the Goldania and the Sapphire, then you're halfway there. But the Time Reversal Stones are pretty hard to get, and the Val Ars, you can actually get it from one of these, I believe, or it's a drop on one of the bosses. I can't remember, but yeah, they're just not that easy to get. I mean, if you've got the materials ready to go, then yeah, that process will be simple enough. But yeah, they're not going to have you get this weapon on day one. So check out, like I said, check out the vendors, see what they have to offer. They'll be greatly expanded and stuff like that. So just take the time to look at this stuff before you jump into it. But in the offset, you want to jump into Hero real quick. Again, if you never played Hero, or I should say if you never played JP, training would help, because there's just no way that you're going to just boost this class up and then expect to be able to power through all the stuff, because successor classes are just very different from your standard classes, and they just take a while to get used to. They're not difficult, with a 12 being one of those classes that's just really weird, but it's still fun. I wouldn't be like rushing into it just to be like everyone else, because everyone's going to be Hero, including myself, but I'm going to rush it because I know how to play Hero. I play the hell out of it, so I know what to expect, I know what to do, and it's too bad it's not going to be in its unnerved state. That would be pretty ludicrous, but again, it's going to be nice and fun for everybody, because everyone's going to be a Hero. And I've had a lot of questions about Hero, and I hope I answered them all. But if you have any, just leave them down below, and I will answer them as best as I can. Hopefully before episode 5 comes out, and everyone will be fully knowledgeable about it. Another thing to do while you're doing the story will be to get the new free field. As I've already showed Enchanted Forest, you may want to unlock this, as quickly as possible. It doesn't take long as a story to unlock it, but I recommend you unlock it. So anyway, I hope this helps you out trying to figure out what are you going to do when this comes out. Honestly, also, because it's the same thing with Luster right now. They got a scratch just for the clothes on it. So Hero is going to be no different. There's going to be that specific outfit just for Hero that will come out. If you've seen the trailer, is that outfit for both male and female. So hopefully this video helps you out, guys. I'm working on a new intro and an outro because though I like the ones I have now, it's a little time for little overhaul and stuff like that. So I'm just really getting editing down and getting the stuff figured out. So if you guys enjoyed the video, throw me a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.